Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys the latest Zim settings. Now these are going to be the Zim competition settings. I'm calling them the Zim competition settings because it's competing with mouse and keyboard natively on PC. I've played with both. I know what both are capable of. In my opinion, normal native mouse and keyboard is better than XIMAPEX. Why? Because it's faster. The input is faster. The input is more direct. A lot of mouse and keyboard players, their strafes will be faster. Even if you have aim assist, if they strafe in a crazy, unpredictable way, your aim assist will have no effect on them unless you have really strong aim assist. So my aim assist is pretty strong, I suppose. But mouse and keyboard players that play natively usually have the advantage. So today we're going to be showing you guys the competition settings for the XIMAPEX. The settings that can kind of compete with mouse and keyboard on a PC. These settings can be used on console as well. You just have to port them over into your device and use them on console. They probably work pretty well. So yeah, let's get straight to it. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications for the next video. Yeah, let's get to it. So first I'll be showing you guys the ALC settings in the game. Since a lot of you guys are wondering what I'm using for the game, I'll be showing you right here. Okay, so settings. So controller, I am using ALC enabled, as you can see right here. ALC enabled. We are using ALC enabled. Advanced, look controls. As you can see, these are the default settings. You can find these settings on the XIMAPEX website. Now, per optics, these are the most important settings. Per optics. So these is what I'm using just so you can have a great feel and balance of your aim. You adjust these settings after you adjust your Zim settings. So you must adjust your Zim settings first before you adjust your per optics. Yeah, so I've been using these for a long time, so they work pretty good on PC. These are default. ALC enabled. So those are the settings for controller on the ALC for PC. Now I'm going to be showing you guys the XIMAPEX manager firmware settings. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here is the Zim manager. We have a little download here, so let's just download that right quick. Seems to be some Rainbow Six Siege or something. Okay, so here are the settings. They load up automatically. Apex Hip X 1.2 PC game. You can see my devices here, 1000 hertz on my mouse. Let's go first to the global settings. 1000 hertz, enable expert. Load config, G502 ALC. Let's take a look. So you want your XIMAPEX set to 1000 hertz. Here we have the hip sensitivity of 8. Default, no ballistic curves here. Default, no ballistic curves. 4 for the aim down sight, and 10 for the activation key 1 for the auxiliary. This is how I loot in the loot boxes. The left stick enabled. So now let's go down. WSD, we have stimulate analog behavior off. This is going to give you the fastest movement so you can compete with mouse and keyboard players. It will increase your left and right strafe speed when playing with XIMAPEX. Here's my button layout. Primary, and then also I have a secondary as well. Scroll down for my extra ability. Down here we have more important settings. We have the triggers. We have the dead zones. The triggers, I don't use this. These are on none. The dead zones, you want to keep this at 0, left stick 0, right stick 0. This will remove the dead zone. Since mouse and keyboards don't have dead zones, we remove the dead zones. That way we can have superior speed and accuracy. Sometimes these settings can be very sensitive, but when you develop muscle memory, they should be pretty usable after you develop muscle memory to use them. As you can see, the left trigger and the right trigger is still at 20 because I want to keep as many settings as default as possible. I find that 20 and 20 works pretty well, but if you wanted to, you could set these to 0 as well. I use 2020. So that's just about it for all of the settings for the Zim Manager. Let's take another look. Default, default, default. So these are the competition settings for the XIMAPEX. 00 off, 1000 hertz. DPI is at 25,600 for these sensitivities. You can use whatever DPI you want to match up. The most important things is that you have your movement on off and your dead zones at 0 for your aim and your movement. This is the only thing that allows you to gain acceptable speeds. I also have controller overclocking on through the PC's Lord of Mice program. So we are overclocking to get even more speed, which I found is still slower. Even once you overclock a controller, you get about 4 milliseconds total of input lag for the XIMAPEX. Even so, it is still slightly slower than native mouse and keyboard. If I directly plug this into the PC, it'll be faster. So I hope you guys understand that. Please leave a like and subscribe and enjoy the gameplay.
I saw someone and I don't think they're selling cookies. Ready, set, go! Say adios to an entire squad. Damn, I'm good at this. It's go time. It's go time. That one's out for the count. Taking fire. Using me. Rápido, rápido. Starting shields. Come on, come on.
The champion has been eliminated.
Faster, faster, faster. Oh, squad ate my dog. Crack an enemy shield. I'm the new.
With normal mouse and keyboard. Still depending on the game and depending on your settings will depend on how good you will be able to compare it. It's pretty close though. I've gotten it pretty close. It's still a little delay compared to normal. Oh my god, bro. Freaking dude, third party. Suckers. I dipped on them because they want to be little pussies. Ran away. There we go. Power of Zim. There it is. This is as good as it gets that I've made the settings for this. I made these settings to compete with the PC players that are really good with mouse and keyboard. So they're in the description. So go look now if you want to see what they are. Hello? Pretty good actually. These are like PC mouse and keyboard Zim settings. Oh, snap. Check it out. If you did play on PC with these, then you would probably want to use these settings. They will probably give you the best performance if you are good with them. Yeah, so far these are my latest settings. I'm gonna make a video on them.
It's go time.
Some gameplay.
Attention, delivering care package.
This dude's bamboozling everywhere. How many freaking mirages do you have, yo? Got him. But he's not the best PC player though. Try to palm grip this. Oh. So these settings are pretty good. Fast. You see how fast they are? They're very high responsive settings. And this is how PC mouse and keyboard performs. It performs just about as fast, I would say. Actually faster, actually. Mouse and keyboard is a little faster. The difference, this is like almost as fast, but you have aim assist. Oh, see? Almost got him, but my aim was a bit off. It's pretty fast, though. Show me the power of Zim. Oh my god, that's funny. But it does have a little bit of power to it. It's aim assist though. That's it. And settings is the power of the settings. Bro, why are you running, bro? Oh my god, that was sweet. Freaking see a mirage and the mirage just disappears.
Ready, set, go.
Where this guy is at? Still camping? Guy over here camping. Oh! Yeah, it's pretty fast.
Setting up a zip line.
Too many mistakes.
Legend.
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 5 points from victory.
We got doodle on. And I get shot in the back when I find the gunfight.